Morning, everybody. So out on a quick walk before a Zoom, and my neighbor flagged me and goes, "Hey, where you headed?" I said, "Oh, out for a walk down this street." And she's like, "Oh," and looked down at my shoes and was just like, "You're not going to wear something more supportive?" I was like, "No, make my feet work." And she's like, "Oh, that's true. Yeah." And then went into her reason why she chooses her footwear. That's not the point of this, but I thought it a very big point to where I've addressed this many times, but it begs revisiting. We have, like many things, to where we like doing root cause. The root cause of your foot, ankle, calf, knee is because of your feet. Collapsed arches, or your high arch, or your shoes, or your high heels, or what have you. And the solution for a lot of your issues or concerns biomechanically or mechanically or foundationally or performance-wise or speed is going to be coming from a shoe. Are shoes important? Not as important as you would like, but they still are a thing, right? Is food important? Not as important as you'd think, but there's still an element there regarding understanding your healing and your performance, because that's all we're concerned with. And so think about this. A shoe is a protective covering so that you can do more of what you're prepared to do to a level that you're prepared to do it. So do I wear shoes when I walk? Of course. Why? So I can walk really far. And I don't have to worry about blistered skin or cracks or cuts or, "Oh, so your shoes are protecting." Right. My shoes are allowing me to explore more, but they're not the dependent factor on how far I can explore. That's going to come from something greater than that. But that is not what we put on our footwear. We put so much onus and so much responsibility on our footwear that it now takes the precedence over your preparation, over you following the rules of life, you following the rules of training, following the rules of habit and ritual and nourishment and rest and recovery and physical activity. And so shoes play a role. Now, I always say, like, well, they'll say, "What shoes do you pick when you do it?" I pick the least cost shoe I have. And I actually have 4 tiers of shoes. I have a really rugged hiking boot that costs the least amount to my foot. I have a really thick-soled tennis shoe type deal that costs the least to my foot. I have a medium-soled shoe, and then I have these loafers, and then I have these thin-soled shoes that cost the least, and then I have bare feet. And so there is a time and a place for all 4 of these to be worn, but I understand the cost that's going to happen. Am I going to work less by wearing a shoe? Of course I am. That's the design of a shoe. It's to stabilize, it's to protect, it's to do the work that the musculature doesn't have to. But with that cost and me understanding the benefit cost relationship, I can now put myself in a position that the shoe's not going to be the determining factor to what's going to happen with my experience in this life. Why do I wear thick-soled shoes if my foot is injured or tired? Why do I wear thin or no shoe if it's fresh and I want to experience more of the surface or terrain? Why would I wear a medium one? Because the activity is going to require medium. My capacity is at a medium based here. And so how do you know that? Well, you know that by checking in with yourself. You know that through symptoms. You know that through injuries. You know that through training. You know that through your rituals and habits. You know that through your nourishment, and your energy, and your lymph, and your skin, and your budget. You know that through all this. That's the point of all this. We have outsourced all that understanding and knowledge of ourselves to somebody else interpreting that. How do you know what shoe to wear? Because my doctor told me to. No. How do you know what shoe to wear? I don't. I'm just wearing what somebody told me to wear. Or we have this solution factor, this root cause, like, why are you wearing those shoes, or how do you know to wear those? So I don't get hurt, so that it stabilizes my arch, so somebody sold you that a collapsed arch or a high arch is a cause or a factor of anything. Wow, that doesn't. Okay. And then you'll find when you go that route, there's no amount of shoes that will fill the gap of you not knowing yourself. Say that again. There's no amount of shoes, there's no amount of food, there's no amount of cleansers, there's no amount of non-tox, there's no amount of, bracing, and there's no amount of herbs and supplements and cabinets full that will replace the knowledge and understanding you will have to have of yourself. And it's with all of these, the cost of all of these pull you away from you to an extent, but when you understand the cost benefit, you can go in and play it out. That's why there's a cost to everything. There's a cost to every therapy, there's a cost to every treatment, there's a cost to every medication, from chemo to herbs, all of them cost. And if you understand the cost, I'm going to do this and feel better at the cost of me needing more symptoms down the road, or at the cost of me distrusting myself even further. Great. As long as you know that cost, you can then make the decision for yourself and understand where that fits. But it's this mystery of, I don't understand why my knees and ankles exploded, or I don't understand why I'm terrified of this activity, or I don't understand why my symptoms went from one location spread out throughout the body. I don't understand why my symptoms went from digestion to skin to kidneys to lymph to heart to brain. I don't understand why. You don't understand why your body would be doing that for you even more so. And again, is it just a pair of shoes? No, of course not. I'm very deliberate in why I chose the pair of shoes, to why I chose them, and the distance that I have and where this fits based on what my activities are going to be today as well. So, do shoes enhance performance? No. No more than like wearing cleats to grab versus wearing tuxedo shoes in a football game. Okay. But is it going to be the defining factor as to whether somebody is, performing or not injured or excelling? No, of course not. It's when you understand the medicinal inputs that you have control over, a shoe is just pick the one that fits the best, looks the best, and costs the least to you for any state of being. And so even my hiking shoes, they cost least so that I can experience the most. And that's not the case now, not with what we have with footwear. Again, even from where she's coming from. Wow, you're choosing that shoe, where her shoes clearly are to protect her feet, not just the surface and the skin, but to actually protect the function of them. Like not trusting your feet, ankles, and calves and the rest of your body to propel you on a walk, that your shoes would. She didn't look to see that I had full trust and confidence in myself to do so, because my shoes are going to totally, wow. And that is one way to live, but you have to understand where that's going to ripple to. Not having trust in yourself to be able to go for a walk, what else does she not have trust in? That her symptoms would bring her back to it. I know more of her, and I'm not going to let out because she's shared a lot, but again, do shoes solve a problem? No. Do they prevent a problem? No. No more than just preventing blistering or glass shards walking on a road that has nails and whatever. That you just need to understand and be honest with the cost benefit relationship that you have. But as I said, I like to have 4 pairs of shoes that cost me the least, and I deliberately pick them at different times because there is a sense to different times of me being different at different moments. Same with foods. Which foods do you pick? I picked these because of this, because I want to go in and seek this, because this is my being and this is it. Are you vegetarian? No, that would eliminate the whole thing. Are you carnivore? No, that would eliminate the whole thing. Are you flat, wide-soled, zero drop? Sometimes. But that would eliminate the whole thing if it was to solve all my problems. Might that be a choice I would have? Of course. Might I pick a heel? Sure. Might I pick wide? Might I pick narrow? Might I pick? Of course. But when you understand where that fits and why, it's no longer the thing, this external element caused this, and this external element is going to prevent this. Go beyond that. We are better than that. We are better built than that. And sometimes it's those things that get in the way, and it can be as trivial as the shoes you pick for your day.